trust. Guys 6'4", 6'5", could play either guard position.
Excellent defender. Rondo open for three. Oh, he's having a night. Rajon Rondo, you give him 6 days off, and he has come in here firing on all cylinders. And Rondo called for the foul. Second half team the Nuggets have been, and then the Lakers just handed to him in that third quarter. They go plus 13, hold him to 20 points in the third quarter. Morris hangs and Plumlee gets his own, and Plumlee sticks it back. Check in with Allie LaForge. She's got more on Rajon Rondo. What do you have, Allie?
Just a little bit on his assist numbers, because we keep talking about all the records that LeBron is breaking for career playoff numbers. But if over the next 6 games, since he's already at 7 in this game, he averages 7 assists per game, he will be 6th all-time in playoff assists by the end of the next 6 games. So we have a little bit of the history books on the line here.
Yeah, and just making a huge impact on all facets as Porter hits the three. I was very interested to see how experience was going to pay off in the bubble. And Chris, you talked about it the first game we did here, the bubble being the great equalizer. We're seeing a lot of young players having great performances.
Yeah, we are
in those hostile environments.
Yeah, we are, because they're skilled, number one, and they've been working a long time in practice. But saying, hey, rookie, you don't belong here, without going home down 0-2 and hearing your fans kind of murmur, it's a little bit easy.
Lakers have pushed it to a 27-point lead. Caruso so active, almost forced a turnover. Grant passes one up in the corner, steps in for a 2. He's got it. He's going to draw a big assignment this series. Usually
Great job by LeBron in his concentration all year long.
Yeah, not only a 6-year drought, but coming back as the #1 seed, and now an opportunity to perhaps go to the NBA Finals with 4 more wins. Good steal by Morris. Here's Porter. Freight train coming, lays it in with a left hand, and you see right away.
I just wanted to make sure he got his props watching his favorite team.
It does beg the question, who let the dogs out? Oh, put on bump. Put on bump. Rondo turning the corner, a little floater up and over the backboard. Okay.
That free throw.
Rondo, there's another bounce pass to Davis, and he'll finish. Good catch by Davis. That's the second overhead bounce pass that Rondo has delivered in this game. Just having a huge night. Davis is 35 and 10 right now. Up top of Plumlee. Here's Rondo again. But in control. Davis. Got Jeremy Grant on him. He'll just pull it, knock it down. 37 for Anthony Davis, Reg.
So easy.
Created a social justice coalition. 20 teams have committed their arenas or their practice facilities for voting-related activities, and the jerseys from the first round of games with the social justice messages on them, they're going to be auctioned off, and the proceeds are going to benefit the social justice reform. So it's really cool stuff happening here in the bubble.
And it shows you the guy with the biggest voice and the face of the NBA, how big of an impact that he's had on the younger generation in such a pivotal time in our country with so much, civic unrest and social injustice. Just a great job by LeBron James, just getting
out winning MVP and saying, hey, you guys had an MVP. I got another ring.
And I think there is another MVP he wants, and that would be a Finals MVP, because he would be the only person in history to win Finals MVP on 3 different teams. Think about that.
Yeah, there's fourth quarter of game 1.
And I would say Kawhi is in that same boat as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's won Finals MVP for San Antonio, Finals last year for Toronto.
Plumlee on a nice leave tonight in all facets of the game with 7 points and 9 assists.
And veteran teams should be more plugged in with attention to detail. We saw with our coaches mic'd up at halftime, Coach Frank Vogel said, what do we have to worry about this team and faster than unison second half comeback. So I know that Denver can come back and play, but the fact they put the whole league on notice that they could come back. So expect teams to make sure they value their leads just a little bit more against this Denver team.
Kuzma, and the push-off will be an offensive foul. So LeBron just peel off and on his way to the locker room, maybe get started on his treatment. 2:48 to go. LeBron James, 15 points, 12 assists. Points created for him over 40 tonight.
Probably get early start on treatment on that little roll of that ankle. Probably put it in some ice. Elevate it a little bit.
That was the left ankle in that first quarter, and just as we're worried about him, watching him, he has a couple of big jams. There's Bull. I'm telling you, he has some stuff. Bull, little turnaround.
You're not blocking that shot. You are not blocking that shot.
Unless you sit on someone else's shoulder.
Quinn Cook. See Troy Daniels on the floor, the former Laker with the Nuggets here, as J.R. Smith not afraid to get one up. He's got a three-pointer in the Western Conference Finals. Play just... Daniels can light it up. Out of Virginia Commonwealth, played for Shaka Smart.
And was on this Lakers team early in the year.
Well, the Lakers impressive tonight. They were dominant outside of their game ones. They lost game one against Portland, lost game one against Houston, ended up coming back and winning 4 in a row in each of those series. They've had 6 days off. Frank Vogel in his first year sees his superstar Anthony Davis go for 37 tonight. 10 rebounds as well. Jared Dudley comes away with it. Kuzma will fire it. He's got it. Three-pointer in for Kyle Kuzma. So take a day off. You get on the every other day rhythm. And Denver will try to answer a game one loss against these very talented Los Angeles Lakers. And that guy right there, Michael Porter Jr., could be a key component to the Nuggets if they have a chance in this series. You know what you're going to get out of Jokic and Murray, typically. They're looking for that third man. He's their third best scorer.
Well, what we've seen in this fourth quarter from Porter Jr., he needs to do that through the first 3. I just thought he was very passive to start this ball game out.
Porter had a 28-point game against Utah in game 2. He made 6 threes in that game in a loss. Their way in the paint. They get a lot of baskets in transition, and tonight, especially in the second quarter, Chris, they got to the line a lot.
Yeah, just the dominance imposing their will. And Reg, you mentioned it. They have bigs that can run the floor. 16 fast break points tonight for LA, only 7 for Denver.
And 54 points in the paint. And give credit to the Nuggets. They had 50 points in the paint as well. So
Ooh, JaVale McGee fired up a three-pointer. Made 3 in the regular season. As Dozier gets the dunk, that'll take us to the finish line here. So another dominant win by the Los Angeles Lakers. They go to 9-2.